So hey there, Legacy Gaming Hub. It's Xiant again, and today I'm bringing you something a little different. But not different in the way that it's not CoD, because it is CoD. Instead, it's Modern Warfare 2 on a 4 Delta 1 server, one of the few that uses regular settings, but there are double tickets. So it's 20,000 kills to complete the game rather than 10,000. You'll notice later in the video I have a golden UMP skin, which is just something I did because it looks cool. I thought I would be a little cheeky this game and use the F2000 because, well, the gun sucks, and I wanted to see if I could do really well with it, and it turns out that for the couple of clips I show you here, I do fairly well. I'm using the 5.7.9 setup, Predator, Harrier, Pavlo, because I was going for nukes in the games before this, but I decided, you know what, that's too stressful. I just want to kill some people. I'm also using the Akimbo G18s to make up for the deficiency that is the F2000, and I hope you'll forgive me for that. The second gameplay you'll see from me is the UMP and the Spaz 12 on Skid Row, and I get some pretty cool kills. I go 19-0 in the first life, I cut out a bunch of boring lives, and then I get another nice few kills and another set of Harriers and Pavlo. But wasting no more time, I want to get into the topic of today, which is the idea of evolution versus revolution. And this is something that Woody's gamertag brought up back before Black Ops 2 had dropped. He mentioned that when you have CoD 4, it revolutionized what it meant to be a CoD game, because you had to create a class where you didn't have that before. Kill streaks, perks, all these new things that made a CoD series new and different and put it on the map. And then you had World at War, which was an evolution. They took what they had with CoD 4 and they adapted it to what they needed to happen. And then you have Modern Warfare 2, which again revolutionized what it meant to be a CoD game. Selectable kill streaks, more guns, better maps. It all sort of depends on what you think. And of course you have the indomitable nuke, which everyone loves to get, and you had boosters, and you had all the stuff that no one really likes. And then you have Black Ops 1, which again evolved the CoD formula, took what was wrong with the original Modern Warfare 2, and said, alright, let's pare it down, take tac inserts out of free-for-all, really nerf noob tubes, and make assault rifles powerful just as they were in Modern Warfare 2. And then Modern Warfare 3, again, an evolution of the CoD formula. Still selectable kill streaks, you had the Moab that didn't end the game but was something to go for. You had the Specialist bonus, which was interesting but didn't really change much, it just made you super powerful. And then you have Black Ops 2, which we wondered if it would be an evolution or a revolution based on the objective focus of the game. And I'm curious to see what you think, but in my eyes, it's an evolution, because it doesn't change anything drastically. You could say the addition of score streaks revolutionizes the game, but it doesn't, because that was an idea from 2010, Medal of Honor. You could say that the objective focus revolutionizes the game. It doesn't, because people are still kill-whoring like crazy in this game. You could say it revolutionizes things backwards. It's the most gun-on-gun Call of Duty since CoD 4, because kill streaks don't dominate so much as they used to. And I would agree with that there is a lot less focus on kill streaks, because the VTOL warship and the Lodestar that go crazy with your user-controlled kill streaks, but you don't have the AC-130. You don't have a Pavlo, you don't have a Harrier. Yes, you have a stealth chopper, which is very powerful, and you have a swarm and dogs, but these are not kill streaks that are going to get you a ton of kills like they would in Modern Warfare 2. And even when they do get you a lot of kills, you had to put in a lot more effort to get the kill streak. Whereas with a Harrier, it's easy. Instead, the focus is really more on the gun, because a lot of the score streaks are support score streaks. You have your UAV, counter, hunter-killer, which only gets you one kill some of the time, EMP, VSAT, sentry gun, war machine, guardian. These are kill streaks that are focused on the objective. And so while the objective focus is there, it's not so stressed that you're completely changing the way you play. And a lot of the guys who go for big scores, which apparently is the big thing nowadays, they're not playing the objective so much. They're hovering around it. They're collecting tags that other players have gotten for them. And they're generally playing as a Slayer, which is fine, because they're playing in parties and they're getting huge streaks. But I still don't think it did what Modern Warfare 2 did. Because what Modern Warfare 2 did was it took the CoD 4 formula of good maps, powerful guns, and it stepped it up a notch. It added customizable kill streaks. And having had them for 4 games now since Modern Warfare 2, it seems common, it seems simple, generic. It seems almost a given that you're going to have all these skill streaks in the game. But you have to remember where people are coming from. World at War on CoD 4, it was 357. And once you got those, and once you got the 7, you were golden. You could die and you could call in your dogs or your chopper and they would help build your next kill streak, which was fine. And people still want to go back to the 357 model because it was simple, it was easy, it was even, it was balanced. And some people would argue that it doesn't in fact speed the game up or slow the game down to have customizable score streaks or set score streaks. But Modern Warfare 2 changed that. It said, alright, let's give them customizable kill streaks and make them so powerful that either you have to shoot them down or be completely destroyed. And for a lot of people, they didn't care that they were getting completely destroyed because they had that desire to get those kill streaks for themselves. They thought to themselves, ooh, I'm getting killed by Predator missiles and Harriers and Pavlos and AC-130s. I've been nuked so far, but I have the ability to get there myself eventually, and I want to get that. And the kill streaks brought in another facet about Modern Warfare 2 that I think has yet to be equaled in the CoD series. Production values. Just opening up the Predator missile laptop, I think is one of the coolest images in gaming. You've got this hard case laptop that's absolutely badass, and you're calling in a missile from the sky. And then you call in a Harrier jet that's really powerful. And you call in a Pavlo. And you call in all this really cool stuff. And it's all really pretty to look at. And then there are the maps. The maps are gorgeous. They look better than any map in Call of Duty since. The Black Ops 1 maps, I don't think were very pretty. They were good maps. Summit, Grid, WMD, Jungle, Firing Range, Nuketown. And then you go to Modern Warfare 3. And to me, those maps were just ugly. They weren't like Black Ops, where they didn't look great, but they weren't hard on the eyes. But you go to Modern Warfare 3 and it was just grays and blues and more gray and some red and some extra brown. They all looked like a crappy version of Estate, which was probably one of the ugliest maps in Modern Warfare 2. They even managed to make Terminal look bad. It was all blue. You had all these nice reds and whites and greens. It was all just this creamy blue color. Why would you change what Terminal... It was a beautiful map. There was no reason to change it, and yet they did. And then you go to Black Ops 2. It's a little more colorful, and like most Treyarch games, the color palette is a little dull. There's a little bit of gray in everything, but it looks better. But it's still not Modern Warfare 2 pretty. Even Skid Row, where you have these green rooms and these blue rooms. You have these outside areas where the sun shines really brightly and really clearly. The air is clear. There's nothing getting in your way. And it's just nice. And I wonder why Call of Duty's production values have sort of decreased since Modern Warfare 2. You could say it's because different developers are taking up the mantle. You have Sledgehammer Games that is doing Modern Warfare 3, Treyarch doing Black Ops, but the locales are essentially the same. So why are the colors so very different? And I want to think it's because different teams are in charge of Call of Duty. Sledgehammer Games wants to make Call of Duty their own. And while I think that in the last days of Modern Warfare 3, they were learning. Because the last maps in Modern Warfare 3, I think, looked pretty good. Not Modern Warfare 2 good, but fairly good. Black Ops 2, again, Treyarch is learning what it takes to make a really, really good Call of Duty map. Now, a lot of the maps in Black Ops 2 aren't great, but they were trying for a different aesthetic, a different mechanic. They wanted something different. Closer, faster-paced gameplay like Modern Warfare 2. And Modern Warfare 2, I think, is still the best Call of Duty to date. Not because of all its flaws, but because of where it succeeds. And where it succeeds exceptionally. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.